Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. As you know, today our topic is the difference between verification and validation. So it is one of the major topic which being asked nowadays very actively by the recruiters. So let's get started with the difference. So, what is verification and validation? So, both are the process which includes in the software testing, and means these are the basic terms. But majority of the testers or the IT guys are really not aware the difference between both of the things. So, let's see. Okay, so verification. In the verification, what we are doing is checking like documents or design and codes. We are doing the verification of majorly on we are majorly focused on the like codes. I would say codes, design, okay, and or a program you can say, or a program or like code, and that's the same thing. So we are majorly focused on these things instead of any other thing. Like when while doing the validation, we are majorly focusing on the actual product, not on this codes or something. We are not focusing on the code or design how it got built up. We are focusing on whether it's working as per the requirement or not. In the verification, we are not focusing on the requirement part. Means it's a part of testing, but in the verification we are majorly focusing on the code or design or something like this. So in this part, in the validation, we are majorly focusing on the actual product. Okay. Product. Okay. Okay, so this is the first difference, and let's see. Another difference is like we are doing, we are focusing on the code, so it doesn't include the execution of the code. It includes majorly like we are just checking the how the programming is done, like how many variables are taken, how many classes are built up, how efficient our code is. So we are majorly on the process on how the code is built up, not on the how it's working. So in the verification we can say uh, d- doesn't doesn't include execution part. Execution part, while in the validation definitely we it's a reverse of thing. So if we are checking the actual product, we will be checking how the our end result, means how the end product which we have built up is working fine or not. So definitely in this we need to execution of code is required. Okay, so from the above point only, we can say it's a static process. Static process, because it doesn't include the execution part, then it's a static process. While in the validation part, we are executing the program or code, so it's a part of dynamic process. Okay, so coming to the next point is means in the verification part, we are checking whether the software conforms to the specification or not. In this, conforms to the specification or not. Means in this process, what we have done, we have built up a specification. We are confirming whether it's really as per the specification or not. While in the validation, what we are doing is we are checking whether the software code is meeting up the requirement, meets the requirement or not. We are checking in the validation as a part of validation, or we can say it's a validation thing. Meets the requirement or expectation as per the client's requirement. We are checking in this value as a part of validation. Okay. As we can say, verification is done at the early means initially we used to do verification because coding part is done first, then after that only our product would be built up. Definitely, yes. So it we can say quality sorry, this verification uh, comes before. Means it's a part of process. So first verification is done for the code, and after coding is done, our actual product is, we have got actual product. So comes first, and after that validation is done. Means once verification is done, after that only validation we are doing comes after. Okay. So okay. And we are saying that it's majorly we are focusing on the codes design. Okay. So quality assurance team is a part of this QA, or I'm just typing qua- quality quality assurance team is responsible for this, while validation is majorly done by testing team only. So quality assurance take case whether this coding part is done as per the requirement, or as per the standards of a company, whether it's matching up the standards there is a standard of code for each and every company. It is defined already. So quality assurance is responsible for checking whether the code is really meeting up the specification, or it's matching up with the standard of code. And while testing team checks whether that product which we have got, or after coding part is done, is meeting up the requirement or not. Okay. So that's how our next point is coming up. So like comes verification comes first. Okay. So simultaneously, definitely, if we are doing verification, or we can say it's come first, so definitely are bugs are we are able to find bugs at the very early stage, are found found out at early early stage. Okay. While we can say in the validation, bugs are found means after that only, means okay. And in the verification and validation, it can only find the bugs that could not found out during the verification process. Means we are checking the code, so bugs definitely we will able to find out during verification, but while doing the validation, some missed bugs, we can say, some missed bugs bugs found out, which missed bugs means which we are not able to found out during this during the verification part. So we can say it helps to include all those things. Okay. So below. Okay. So adding some more columns. Okay. Some more rows. So in as we know, it come first, and means we are able to find the bugs at early stage. So we can say cost of verification would be it decrease the I mean the cost of the actual product if we are able to found out the bugs at the early stage. So cost is decreased, or we can say low. It would be low. the cost would be low. While the validation, if some bug is found out, or some it's the code which we have built up, or the actual product which we have built up is not meeting up the expectation, so definitely the cost would increase. So cost would increase. Okay. So cost would definitely going to increase if we are finding out the bugs in the later point of time. Okay, so